Hello gamers, Pet here, welcome to another episode of Shit I Own. I'm going to try to keep this episode brief. We are going to have a look at this Homer book that, as you have guessed, it's about Homer from The Simpsons. Um, yeah, two things that I'm testing right now: the video quality yet again, and the new sound in microphone. So things might be off there. Leave your suggestions and whatnot. So the Homer book, I actually bought this book back in 2009. It uh, it I bought it together with that other book that I have already covered, the one about Terry Pratchett's artwork. It was at the same time, if I remember correctly, and I both bought them um, from this online library that was importing books. This was back in 2009. We didn't really knew how to order from Amazon and whatnot. So, yeah, I first saw this book in 2006 in Cărturești, which is kind of like a bookstore where we used to hang out. And I was like, hey, this one is pretty cool. So I decided to just order it because I liked The Simpsons, at least at that time. So I was like, yeah, let's buy it. And it says that it's $10. It was a little bit more than $10 because of the import stuff. So I paid like 60 lei for it. So, also available, we have the comic book guy, we have the Ralph Wiggum book, and the Bart book. And I actually do have another book about Montgomery, but we are going to talk about that in another episode. But I'm not sure if that book is from this same series. So, uh, the Homer book. I'm not going to go through all of the pages, of course, but yeah, I've done that with the episode from SpongeBob, and it was like a really long episode, and I believe that it was a little bit boring. So, yeah. Yeah, Homer in the workplace. I like how you have numbers of everything, and you can read what's there in his book, like toxic gas, right? You can see his butt crack, and it's toxic grass. Then you have some stuff about Mr. Burns, about Smithers, about Carl, about Frank Grimes, about Mindy Simons, which of course is the female version of Homer. Lenny and Carl. That episode is a little bit depressing, if I remember correctly. Yeah. The inmate carbon rod, which of course, if I remember correctly, it also was the employee of the month before Homer. Jerk of all trades, the anatomy of Homer, sex, food, beer. Seems about right. Kind of like any man after all, right? 6 degrees of Homer Simpson, sort of. Bowl-orama, where he bowls and stuff. More stuff about Mr. Burns. Stuff about Moe. Stuff about Apu, which is, of course, a very stereotypical character, and it's going to be no more. Otto, I like Otto. The Holy Rollers, Jacque. Um, yeah. What else? Oh my God, the Homer car. That was a total fail, but pretty fun episode. The mysteries of Homer's fridge. Hey, we even have a look at the Homer fridge. I haven't actually looked into this book since like I don't know 10 years ago. I've read it. I went to all the pages. Chris, where it's going to say that the J from his name is from actual J. His name is Homer J. Simpson. The many moods of Homer. Please a sponge. Stupefied, horny. Yeah, that's kind of like me all the time. Peevish, riled up, mad about the boy. Yeah, snoozy. I think it could be really cool to. I mean, I don't draw anymore, but it would be really cool to be able to draw Homer out from those faces. More stuff about Apu, Snake, Mr. Sparkle. because Homer was famous in Japan. The many mutations of Homer. All right. Hungry, hungry Homer, vacuum head Homer. Gently confused Homer. Little known fact, Homer's heroes. I haven't seen anything about Mr. Plow. Why? Homer eating KFC. Homer in the 70s, where he used to crash, his room, he was listening to music on vinyl. That's nice. He has a nice beanbag. He's eating Dove beer, of course. He's a Queen fan. He's a Zeppelin fan. Pink Floyd fan. Seems pretty typical, right? Of that age. So 70s Homer, 70s Marge, 70s Principal, 70s Barney. Oh, Barney. Artie, Patty and Selma. Bigger than Jesus. Ooh, the B-Sharps. Let's see. Homer's band. The haircuts for Homer. Oh, man. El Vato, the love pirate. Homer enemies. Yeah, he has a lot of. I think it's everybody here basically. It ends up with the boy. The many mutations of Homer yet again. Moe's Tavern. Moe. Barney yet again. Duffman. Sam and Larry. Lenny and Carl. Mount Lushmore. Little known fact yet again. Homer's heroes. Batman. Anatomy of a die-hard sports fan. Yeah, totally Homer. The dream house of Homer. Homer's bottom 40. And this is about it. This was a really fast look, hopefully, at the Homer book. Well, hopefully you enjoyed it. Bye, guys.